crop out, you know why.
But he'll be back.
Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome.
Dana B, you stole my praise. Be charming. No. Grace. Is she? Yeah. Grace, here's looking at you. Mug of coffee.
Yeah, I was going live this afternoon just to get a couple things done, and turned out that went over 4.5 hours on the gaming channel, because it's constantly, even if you're not there, the game is still playing. So if you're not there, you could be very well wiped out. And I wanted to get on there and get some stuff done, which
Hello, Buster.
I didn't get it all I wanted to get done. We'll put it that way. Hope everybody's having a good day. And did you get your cold front you were talking about, Jeff?
Yeah, it's here.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm every time we hear the rain on the tin roof, we're wondering, is it rain or is it sleeping? But
hey, Susie D. Good to see you.
Susie.
Well, I figured instead of doing a poll for, the conspiracy theory, I figured I would just let the chat wing it. So if anybody's, we'll start with Jeff. What is a conspiracy theory that's always fancied your thoughts?
Well, I got a new one, but I can't say right yet. It may get you taken down.
I got a very interesting one I just came up with, and I ran it by AI. And the first thing AI said to me is, it is very true. And you are the first one to search for it or whatever, bring it up. Yeah. And I'm like, is AI messing with me? Because you can go and you can ask AI stuff, you ask it questions, and usually it searches the internet and gets the answer. But the AI was sitting there talking to me, and that was a bit freaky. You want to know what I asked it?
Well, we ain't mind. Yeah.
Did AI create the Mandela effect?
You know what?
And it said yes. And I was the first one to relay that. It could be just AI messing around, but that was strange, very strange.
Huh.
So it getting me thinking there. Because if you go to Google and ask, is there such thing as a Mandela effect? No, it's because people have bad memories. I'm like, okay, but why do so many people have the same bad memory?
I really hope you asked it that question.
No, I didn't. That was Google. When I asked Google that, I wanted to know, what it thought. And Google technically is its own AI, which they do have its own AI. But the fact that, what is it? GPT is
Yeah,
probably
chat.
a famous one. Was sitting there saying I was the first one to realize that when I asked it, did AI create the Mandela effect?
Well, I'm starting to get a lot of pop-ups on my computer wanting me to upload chat GPI.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I don't think so. No, because what it's doing is telling you so many truths that it's going to draw you into a lie a little later on down the line. And you're going to start believing lies over the truth.
Well, see there, the thing is for a Mandela effect, I mean, it could, that could be like, if you watched, Matrix, when he seen the cat and he seen the cat do the same thing again, that's a blip in the matrix, so to speak. So if you're by yourself and you know, you get that, what they call a deja vu thing moment, that could be an individual Mandela effect.
All right, let me say this right here. The way I look at it, if you get a deja vu, you may have done that and done it wrong, and it's giving you another chance to do it right.
Yeah.
You know, that's my theory on it. But then again, everybody got their own opinion.
Yeah. Well, see, the main thing with the Mandela effect, it's things that people remember, but it's just not one or two people. It's thousands, if not millions, of people remember, you know, different things. And I've went over Mandela effects many times on the channel here, and it's usually a pretty good subject. But like Google says, it's people, it's something that's you forgot. It's an issue with your memory. Well, why is it that so many people have a bad memory about one thing? You know, be it Fruit Loops. Everybody thought Fruit Loops was spelt Fruit Loops, not with the
GP.
FROOT. I think that's what it was or is. I don't know. It's been so long since I ate Fruit Loops.
Follow your nose.
It's right now. It's probably a good thing because it's got so many bad colorings in it.
I used to love Fruit Loops.
Yeah, they used to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Everything used to be.
Ain't no more.
But I saw a thing up on YouTube. I think it was yesterday. And it was a Christian lady. She said this is what she believes in, you know, and Mandela effect and what, you know, so forth like that. But the reason people are starting to wake up, you know, is wait a minute, because the food tastes different and, you know, yada, yada, like that people are really starting to wake up spiritually. Because we all know that there is a spiritual battle still going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know,
It's always going to be until
yeah, exactly.
that time.
Exactly.
Well, there's this one. You remember Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
Man, do we really have to start getting into this?
Well, I'm just saying, you know, when the Wicked Witch, or she's not a witch, is she? Or is she?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
The evil lady, she stands in front of the mirror. What does she say?
Who is the fairest of them all, or something like that?
Mirror,
Yeah.
mirror.
Mirror on the wall. Who's
Yeah.
the fairest of them all?
Okay. You
She
just
don't
proved
say
the
that.
Mandela effect right there.
She didn't say that.
She didn't say mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all. It's magic mirror on the wall, who is the
Yeah.
fairest of them all.
I didn't really
But
watch.
I always remember it mirror, mirror on the wall.
Yeah, that's what I always remembered. But
That's the way we was told.
I
more or
know.
less.
Yeah. But evidently it's not. It's magic mirror.
Well,
But
well,
again, how it's a human memory issue that created the Mandela effect.
okay.
So that's what the theory is.
I got one better. The movie Shazam with they say, what was that basketball player's name?
Yeah, he wasn't a basketball. He's a comedian.
Comedian.
Yeah.
Okay, they're starting to find movies with him on it. On
Yeah, the
cover.
VHS. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sinbad, or I think his
yeah,
name was.
Sinbad.
Yeah.
It's what Sinbad too.
Okay, they're saying Sinbad didn't play in that movie, but yet,
Yeah, there was never no thing of him.
right. But they're starting to find VHS movies with him on there as Sinbad.
Yeah.
And be
Yeah,
charming, I have too.
Yeah, I don't know. It, to me, when I search something like that and it comes up, oh, it's false memory. The human, and this is what a false memory. The human memory is reconstructive, meaning it can be influenced by external factors and not always accurate. So if, like I told you guys that it was mirror, mirror on the wall, I'm creating a false memory for you.
Wait a minute,
Even
I'm
though,
always right.
yeah.
Oh Lord, here we go.
And then it's, simple misremembering is the main factor of the Mandela effect. But like I said, how can so many remember one thing? And the thing is, the list keeps getting, things keep getting added to the list. Like the latest one that I heard of was, and that I talked about this before, is the Macarena. It was like this on your hip, and then you go like that. The dance completely changed. They completely changed it. And I'm not saying I never did the dance before, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you got it down pat so good.
But now it's completely changed. They do something similar to it, but they left out some of the steps. And I actually, okay, well, I'll go and check and make sure. And I'll watch the video, and I'm like, they left it out. They left it out.
Well, now,
Hush, B. I bet you could do the Macarena pretty good.
now, hasn't it been said that we believe the year 2020 was like a reboot or whatever? Is
Well,
all this stuff has changed through
well, it
us?
was supposed to be year 2000,
Okay.
and
That may
then
have-
some say every 10 years. So you are somewhat correct. So 2000, 2010, 2020, and then it'll get another 2030, which all kinds of stuff's supposed to happen in 2030.
Lord help us.
Yeah.
And that's what, 5 years from now? 25, yeah.
4. This year is pretty much over.
Well, yeah, you do got a point there. I'm gonna sleep like Rip Van Winkle is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dig me a hole and go to sleep for a while.
No, wake up.
20 years. I read an article, and you may have already pulled this up, or you may want to pull this up. But the saying is there is some truth behind Rip Van Winkle's sleeping. I do not know how true it is.
Oh yeah, a lot of those nursery rhymes and lullabies and all those kind of things are kind of on the evil side, because they grew from an evil story, like Bloody Mary and all that was all kinds of stories out of that.
Well, now I know
Tooth Fairy.
I know before I started getting into YouTube and everything, I've heard years before that these stories I've been hearing somewhere along the line has got some truth in it. It may be the name that'd be the truth and everything else is made up. But how did it start, for one thing?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of tooth fairies nowadays, but the story where tooth fairy came from is very, very disturbed.
See, now this is what I'm saying. I have not even heard nothing about the tooth fairy, but yet you done dug so deep. There ain't no telling how many stories you know the backstory to.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to start on this again.
Well, I did it on my GHOSTCRAFTY channel.
Yeah.
That's why I was telling you the other day. I said I went on there checking, and it was like there's a bunch of people having conversations in the videos and saying, "Yeah, this was this and that." I'm like, "Wow, how'd this get so popular all of a sudden?"
Well, okay. Little Red Riding Hood. I've always thought there was a werewolf somewhere along the line in that story. It was either the grandmother or it was Red Riding Hood. But oh well.
Yeah. Well, that's the two kids that the gingerbread house thing. Yeah.
I had that book.
Yeah, the original story to that was pretty bad, because it wasn't just, it was true that this lady lured in youngins and stuff
Youngins.
like that. Yeah. It's a lot of them stories are pretty wicked.
Mhm.
And they redo it to make it friendly, you know, for kids and stuff, which seems bad if you think about it. You know, London Bridge is falling down. What was very evil. You could go on and on and on. You know.
Well, now, correct me if I'm wrong on this. I've not seen it. I've only heard tell of it one time, which is probably about 30 years ago. I want to say somewhere over in Switzerland. Yeah. That there is a statue over there, and a pretty doggone good sized statue, where he's got an arm full of youngins.
Oh
But
yeah.
that's it.
That's you know, that thing that goes around in a circle, it makes black holes
Yeah.
in there, somewhere in there.
But the saying is, and I'm gonna try to be nice about it,
Oh, that was another one too, Red Rover.
that the reason the giant gathered up the youngins is because he got hungry. You know.
I think there's a deeper meaning in behind that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's another one. And yeah, B, that's another one.
All right, Bushcraft. You're gonna have to get back on Ghost Channel again.
Yeah, my cooking channel kind of died now, so I got a spurt where it went crazy and then it died.
Well, get that spurt going again.
Yeah.
Uh,
And believe it or not, my meatball and Alfredo sauce is probably my best one I've come up with. I was like,
serious?
dang, I wish it would I wish I had more meat ground beef for this. Because it was good. I'm like, oh man, that's better than I anticipated it.
B Charming just gave me an idea. Right there is a good hint for another channel for you to come up with. Make it
I don't
make
want
sense.
to do another channel.
Yeah, you do.
Wait, how is garlic, onion powder, and pepper vegan? Oh, carnivore? I didn't say it was.
It's just good.
Yeah. And the idea of carnivore is the absence of processed food, the absence of sugar, the absence of carbs. And the only one out of those that does have something that's bad is pepper itself. You can get inflammation from pepper because it's I can't remember the name of it, but pepper will give you inflammation. Now, onion and garlic powder, it's powder. It's not going to have any carbs. It's not having any sugar. So that's the main purpose of it. Now, there are, carnivore people that are strictly meat only, and they don't even do dairy. That they're so stuck on it that they don't use spices or anything. And I'm all for that if they want to do that. Just not me. I want to have some flavor. And since it's not, and I look at my spices, because most of the time my garlic powder, I make my own. So
Yeah.
I know it's garlic. The Italian spice is, I make that, so I know exactly what's going there, oregano and all that stuff. Well, see, now I couldn't do A1 because A1's processed and it's sugar and all that stuff.
The only time you'll see me using A1 is if that steak tastes nasty.
Well, see, that then you have carbs, because there's carbs in onion. Now, if it's dried out, you only have the flavor of the onions. You don't have the carbs or the calories or that other thing that's in it.
Now, can't you take garlic and dehydrate it and just make your own onion powder out of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I let it hang and do its own thing and dry out by itself. Because if not, you get the, it's like if you dehydrate, you can, but it's real dark and stuff. And if you go too far, then it's a bitter garlic powder.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, if you put onions and garlic in there, it's fine. It's keto.
It's good.
So that's the only difference between carnivore and keto is there's a certain amount of vegetables that you can put in, and they have wraps and all kinds of different things that you can do with keto, but majority of the stuff that you get for keto is highly processed food, because they make it for keto people, so they put a bunch of junk in there. You would be so surprised. Just butter. You think butter is just butter, right? Well, believe it or not, one of the worst butters, and I've said this before, is Walmart. To be considered butter, it has to have a certain amount of fat.
Mm-hmm.
Once it gets below that fat content, it's not butter anymore. What is it? I don't know, but well, the thing is, there is nobody to regulate Walmart's butter. So if you go into the factory and you test a thing of butter and the fat content's below what it's supposed to be, then, which I already know what it is, it's mainly water and it's skim milk. It's like a powder that goes in it, which is very bad for you. But anyway, the fact that majority of the butter that comes from that you get at Walmart isn't butter, because it has to have a certain amount of fat content to be called butter. Other places put oils, nut oils. Nut oils are really bad for you. So, canola oil, that kind of stuff. Even olive oil, or I mean, not olive oil, but avocado oil, in butter.
What's good better anymore?
True. Just give me some straight cow milk, cream.
Raw.
Make my own butter.
Yep. We were getting cottage cheese from Aldi's. And we looked when we first started getting it, you know, it was made from milk. And then all of a sudden, here comes more stuff on it. And then at the very bottom, it says, okay, we'll talk about Kerrygold. Sorry, I hate to burst your bubble on that one, but the salted is fine, but the not salted has changed their recipe. But we looked at the very bottom. It said bioengineered ingredients for cottage cheese. So what the heck is in it that's bioengineered? Anyways, I stopped getting that, and I think it's Daisy. It costs a little bit more, but main ingredient is milk, and that's pretty much it.
What about that Greek yogurt? Is that pretty good?
Yeah, if it's Greek yogurt. You have to read the ingredients.
Okay.
What I figured out, if you go to read the ingredients and it's light text on a white background, you know you're in trouble because you have a hard enough time reading that small print. And when they make it so light on light to where you can't hardly read it, you know you're in trouble. But Kerrygold has changed their recipe.
Good evening, Ziggy.
And they put the skim milk modifier in there now. So, but if you get the salted butter, it's still original recipe, which is butter.
That Kerrygold, is that the one with the Indian woman on it?
No.
Okay.
With it, you don't even have that Indian woman anymore.
Yeah, I know. Her and the maple syrup lady is hanging out.
Okay, that's good. And I didn't even know this, and this is a lady that contacted me that I guess she's really big on YouTube, steak and butter and bacon girl or something like that. And I misspoke on one of my carnivore videos, and she corrected me. She didn't do it in a snobby way like the most people do on there, but she told me because I was talking about butter or something, and she told me to be careful because the butter companies have changed this year. And she said Kerrygold is one of them that changed their non-salted butter, and it's actually not good, especially if you're carnivore. And then she was telling me about some of the others, and she said she was in the process of making a video on it about the butter. And Land O'Lakes is one of them that I think it's Land O'Lakes. Mm-hmm. But she was telling me about anytime you see spreadable butter, stay away from it because it's usually mixed with seed oil and stuff, because seed oil is very bad for you. It's okay in moderation, but like if you're using it a lot, then you stay away from it.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold it. Okay. I'm trying to look somebody up and you got something else on here.
Yeah, let me see if I can find her. She real nice, and we emailed back. She's about 10 times. What I
is it Butter Gale?
No, it's steak.
Steak and ale.
Bacon. Butter.
Grace says hello.
And I don't even know if it's. Oh, here she is. Steak and butter gal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she is. Oh, she made the video. Okay. Oh, she put it out yesterday. So I'll go ahead and copy that, and if anybody wants to look at it, and it's not. Oh, that's a big link. That's not supposed to be that big. Let me go click on it. Okay. I don't want to play it because you know how YouTube is. There. And like she's a big YouTuber. That's the first time I actually looked at her channel. Oh yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, there is nobody that checks Walmart's butter to see what's in it. They can do whatever they want, and nobody's gonna say anything because people continue to buy it because it's cheap. But yeah, 5 butter brands to avoid at all costs. And she does carnivore. She's like 9 or 10 years in the carnivore that she said. I forget what it was. And her husband is like he ventures off of carnivore and comes back because he likes hot sauce and dips and things like that. But for the most part, he eats what she fixes. And that's just a butter thing. And I was surprised on some of the brands of butter. I figured, you knew Walmart was going to be in there, but I didn't think the other ones were. It was bothering my stomach. Yeah, see, a lot of the companies are changing their recipes and their ingredients. Watch
Really?
today that question every butter maker. Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Well, maybe that's what we should start doing is questioning everything that goes into our bodies like that. Because if we don't do it, ain't nobody else gonna do it.
Oh yeah. And the thing that sucks is to eat good is expensive. I mean, to eat healthy, because a lot of healthy food you look in the store it's very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Now, unfortunately, where I was getting my milk, because I was never a milk drinker until I started doing the carnivore thing. Milk doesn't bother me now at all. I was never a big milk drinker. It always didn't agree with me or something. But since I started carnivore, I drink a glass of milk a day to, help, so I don't have to eat as much, so to speak.
Well, now, what was it? About a month ago, I got up with a person that lives close by, and I asked him how much a gallon of raw milk was. And I finally seen today where they got back with me, and they said they do not sell milk by the gallon, but they got it by the half gallon at $9. And I said to myself, You don't sell much of it, do you? I mean,
Well,
that's a lot.
I was getting it for $4 a gallon for raw milk. Now, out of that gallon, probably a quart would go for cream. And technically, I could water it down and get another gallon out of it. But I like the taste of it so much. I just, drank it regular, all raw milk, not watered down or anything. And the heavy cream was butter, or I kept it as cream. Because that all you just whisk it and put some sugar in it. It's whipped cream, the best whipped cream you ever have.
Now, how long does it take before it starts getting cream? Before raw milk starts creaming?
Believe it or not, by the time I would get home, so it would jostling around in the back. You can see the cream on the top of it, and you just I took a little scooper out and put it in another jar.
Okay.
Now, this lady was now the thing is there's places that you can get butter, but it says, that you can buy online, and for order for them to sell this kind of stuff, they say it's for cats and dogs.
Now, hang tight. I'm going to plug a business because we went up there, about 2, maybe 3 months ago, up in Ashe County. They've got a business up there. That's all they make is butter and cream and cheese. Okay. And it's called Ashe County Cheese. You can get online, you can look them up, and you can buy from them online. Like that.
Yeah.
We got a pound of butter, about $6 for a pound of butter. Dude, I think I got maybe about 4 tablespoons left of it.
That stuff is good.
We're gonna have to make another trip.
We don't have no more.
Oh, we don't. Okay, we don't have none no more. It magically disappeared.
Yeah. I used to. Now what I do, I put some bacon grease and then I put a couple pallets of butter in there, and that's how I do my eggs. And, they taste so good with that butter and bacon grease. Ooh.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but way back in the day, true butter had a different taste than what it does today.
Oh yeah.
And
but if you make it yourself, you get that taste back. I would say, and see that where I got the milk from, these cows never ate grain. It was only grass. Only grass. That's the only thing they ate. Wintertime they had the hay and stuff, but they never gave them grain or anything. Yeah, I don't know if that has something to do with it, but that milk was so good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's old age and taste or memory, more or less. But stuff back then tasted a whole lot better.
Oh yeah.
I don't care what anybody. And look. I don't care who you are. If you got youngins, I want some cereal. Okay, go into the cereal aisle. Back when I was about 5 or 6, they had 4 different types of cereal. Now you've got 2 whole
whole
rows
aisle.
of cereal. Yeah, a whole aisle. It takes you 20 minutes to figure out what your kid may like.
Yeah.
You know, it used to not be like it. Peanut butter, there was only 2 types, Jiffy and Peter Pan. Now they got what? About an 8-foot section of peanut butter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's meant, and you could call that a conspiracy theory right there. It's
Yeah.
a theory to get the kids in there to, oh, I want this box.
I tell you what, let them
Do,
try it before they buy it. That will change big time.
do they still have toys in them?
No,
Oh,
they outlawed that a few years ago.
huh. That used to be the big thing. You know, I want that because it has that toy.
Yeah. They're saying that Nutella ain't as good as what people think it is.
Oh yeah, it's changed so much now.
I tried it one time when it first come out.
I
Didn't like
loved it.
didn't like it
First one
then
out.
and don't like it now.
Yeah. And I seen that Grace was talking about the New York thing, the September thing.
Oh.
And one of the things that surprised me on that, you know, there was a building that never got touched. I think it was 7. Grace, am I right? Building 7 is the one that never got touched, but it fell like the other ones, straight down too, straight down. Didn't tip over, just fell straight down.
Well, what happened to 6? 6, 7? Never
7, 8, 9. Yeah, it was 7. Now, do you guys realize before this had happened, it was going to cost them billions of dollars. They got quotes, and it was like $1 million. It was millions of dollars per floor to go in there and tear out all the asbestos. It would have cost them billions and billions of dollars.
Really?
Yes. And they were at the point where the owners of these buildings were thinking about bankruptcy because of the asbestos was in those buildings.
Look at Grace.
Yeah. Now if we're talking about, we'll jump back over to 7. You realize the offices, CIA, FBI, NIS, I think it is, all were, their main offices were in Building 7. All the big heavyweight agencies were in that building all together. And that's the building that, you know, had a fire, and it was a metal building. It was all steel, and boom. And that's the building right there that the BBC, the British broadcasting television station, reported it as coming down. 6 hours before it did come down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 6 hours. They reported it 6 hours before it came down. Said
Like,
building 7 is now collapsing.
like it had a magic ball.
Yeah. Or they had somebody giving them the information before it actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go and do some digging on the theories on this, there was a crew that went into the building the day before all this happened. So 9/10 went in and went to certain floors and did repairs on nobody knows what, and left and went away. Now there are many people saying that they seen explosions on certain floors.
Yeah.
Now all this is for entertainment purposes only, because this is just conspiracy theories. But they seen puffs of smoke, as in if you've watched demolition of a building come down, buildings don't come down like this when they're
Good.
demoed the right way. They come straight down.
Yeah.
And there is at one point, I can't remember which one it was, one of the towers that had the antenna on it started going off this way. And then all of a sudden it corrected itself and went and turned itself back and went straight down. That, you know, as some may have suggested, it was planned demo.
Common sense. Yeah, well, I ain't going there with that.
And I know one-on-one's talked about this before and everything about the Pentagon. You know, how far did that airplane fly below 5 feet?
You going there with that?
No, I'm serious. How far did that airplane fly at below 5 feet? Because we know this, because the wings clipped the light poles in the parking lot where it went across. How long did it fly that way?
But there never was a picture of a plane there.
That has nothing to do with this. It has nothing to do with this. This is the theory of the plane. Now there are poles and everything that was broken down from an aircraft going through them. You know, street lights. Okay, now how far do you think that airplane traveled at 5 feet into the Pentagon?
It can't be far.
1.5 miles. Do you know how impossible it is for an airplane to travel 1.5 miles at the altitude of 5 feet? It's impossible, because it's aerodynamically impossible, because the drag of under the wings that gives it lift. There isn't enough friction under 5 feet to keep an airplane up.
That's what I was fixing to say. There ain't no lift at 5 feet for that.
Exactly. And this is the theory, that this airplane came down, that somebody that has never flown an airplane other than a video game has flew an airplane down at 5 feet and clipped the street lights and stuff on the way up Now there are other things that can do that, and we used them in Desert Storm. They were shot from ships on out in the ocean, and they can travel on 5 feet of land.
Yeah. Good evening, Sniffer.
Hey, Sniffer.
Yeah, but I don't know about where you're located at, but our poles down here is about 150 to 200 feet apart from one another down here.
Well, this was in a parking lot. It's street lights, or I mean, parking lot. You know, like if you go to Walmart, you see these poles sticking up that have lights on them.
Okay. For some reason, I was thinking poles,
Like power poles.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where it went through, is that parking lot.
Well, it should have clipped more than a couple of them.
No, it only in a certain area.
Then again,
yeah, exactly. I'm not saying that's what was used, but another thing to look at, if you measure, I think it's 74 feet, isn't it? The wingspan of the aircraft that crashed into the Pentagon.
That I couldn't tell you.
I think it was like 74 feet. But if you measure the damage, it's like 20 some feet.
Really?
So either the wings disappeared, even though there are a trail of where through the parking lot where the was clipped off. Who knows?
Look, 101. But if that was an airplane or whatever that hit the Pentagon, how come it wasn't a whole lot of people who were deceased?
Oh, there was, but
not that many.
Yeah. Well, see, you look at the difference between the two or the three buildings. We'll put it that way, even though the two buildings are the same or the same construction. The Pentagon was, their main thing was stone on the outside and whatnot. The towers made from steel. The outside was made from steel. The inside, the core, was made of steel.
Steel or rebar?
Steel.
Okay.
Steel beams. These beams are huge. I mean, if you look at the construction of the trade centers, it was like a donut, even though it was square, a square donut. And the majority of the strength was in the inside. So that's their theory, that the beams got so hot. We'll go with the theory of the beams got so hot that they gave away and it fell. Okay, we'll go with that. To create enough heat to melt the huge steel beams, it would vaporize everything above it. The heat to melt metal would vaporize humans, desk, all kinds of different things.
Right.
Why was there telephones, paper, different things all over the place? If that building got so hot that it would melt steel.
Wait a minute. Hold up for a second. sniffer. My brother was also there at that time. He was in the Navy also. And the plane flew, he said, probably about 10, 20 feet above his head right before impact. Okay.
I could talk for days on this. I've got so much research and stuff on this. Well, who was that one guy that got fired on Fox?
Oh,
Help me out, Grace, or B.
oh,
Tucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a good story on this. I forget when, but I remember seeing parts of it. That he went into this quite a bit. I was like, oh, good. I'm like, because there's not too many people that really dive into. Even Trump has. Trump has spoken about it, that before it happened and after it happened, because when it was being built and stuff, and was talking about, interesting stuff. Yeah, he's got enough money, he don't care.
Yeah. Now, I do know that they was talking about the White House was supposed to have been a target, but the aircraft pilot didn't know what it looked like. And that's the reason it didn't get damaged.
Well, how do they know that?
One of the...
There's no survivors. Everybody that took an airplane out, they're not around. You can't ask them a question because they're no more.
Well,
so how did they know this? That would be my first question to, if I was investigating this, and he wasn't supposed to hit that target. He went to a different one. How do you know that? There's nobody alive that was there. So how did they know this unless they knew the plans ahead of time?
True. Where is I-25 at?
Yeah. That's what I was getting at with if the temperatures to melt steel, I don't know what it is, but it's high. It's enough to vaporize stuff unless it's stronger than steel. But they still found things in that area from the floors that got hit. If that was the case, you wouldn't find stuff.
I don't think he would find stuff a couple of floors below it or above it. I think he would.
They said that the heat of something that melts steel would have went up 30 to 40 floors to where stuff would be incinerated.
Well, see, I was just being on the safe side when I said a couple floors, but
that's hot.
Has it? Yeah. 2,500 degrees.
And just the fact that two buildings, well, more than 2 buildings. I think there was 6 all together, but the fact that those 2 huge buildings came straight down, they didn't fall over. They were impacted on one side. They were impacted on the other side. They weren't impacted, at the same time by all 4 sides. So the fact that they didn't tip this way or this is impossible unless it was,
Prepper, I feel for you. I really do. He says his wife's meatloaf melts at 1 million degrees. And he has to eat it too.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing too. Now, there is and I'm not going to talk too much about it because there is a boomy thing that reacts to metal. We can't say it, but
there is a what? A movie?
No, boom thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Boom thing
I got
that
you.
reacts with metal. They sometimes destroy military things, so they're not left for other people to find out. They have an actual thing that they pull a pin and throw it in, and I can't say it because it's a bad thing on YouTube. But you guys kind of get where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
And they have seen of videos where people are filming it, and they are flashes that would be known as this kind of a boom boom thing.
I know exactly
not a firecracker. No.
I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah. But it'll actually feed itself, and it'll go through metal. I've seen it put on a hood of a car, and it goes straight through the block of the motor into the ground. It's so strong.
I didn't realize it was that strong.
Oh yeah. Like I said, like if like a Black Hawk goes down or an expensive jet crashes somewhere, they have one of these devices to throw in when they leave it. That way there's no
evidence.
No, well, not evidence, but no nothing they can get from it.
Well, now answer this. Okay.
Yeah.
A 1/4 inch steel will melt quicker than 1/2 inch steel. How thick was the beams holding that building?
They were huge beams. Yeah, see right there. I knew Grace would know what I was talking about. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there like I said, there were certain video, and it was, I think, from Jersey or something, that they zoomed in at, and you can see these flashes all around a certain section. And I'm not saying that's what it was or anything, but that's their whole, the thing that got most of it, that the building was turned to, like the big beams and everything were turned to dust. why, you know, even if it came down, you would have, you know, thousands of feet of iron sticking out somewhere. All you seen was those little bits of parts of the outside that was stuck at ground zero. Where did the rest of it go?
I would say something, but I don't know if
And think of it this way. Why did they send off all the material to another country?
Well, if it was that easy over here, it's got to be easier over there. If they
No. Why would they send stuff to another country to be investigated?
Oh, okay.
That's
they don't want the truth to get out.
Well, you know, that I think there I don't know if it's still a thing, but there used to be a petition. I think it was 2006 when Trump was first in office for him to reopen it. I don't know where it went from there.
Well, now the company that went to New York to finish demolishing everything is about an hour's drive up the road from me. D.H. Griffin.
I know. The thing is, there's so, and this is what causes conspiracy theories, is when there are so many unanswered questions, or the questions you get answered don't make sense. You know, how do these individuals that flew, they weren't from one place, they were from like 5 different places that didn't know each other, all got together and done something so organized, you know, and I think 3 of them never flew a plane. They only used a flight simulator on the Microsoft game. And like I said, the Pentagon thing, 1.5 miles at 5 feet.
Sniffer, can you do it in a city?
It's impossible. It's impossible. There are so many people that, you know, pilots for this airplane said it's impossible because there's no lift. There at 5 feet, there's no lift to keep the airplane up. It would go down.
I'm sorry, I'm sitting here reading the chat.
Well, they've already, it's physics, you know. You can launch something, but it's not to be able to launch that big of an aircraft for 1.5 miles, and that's what it said. It came down like this and skimmed at 5 feet across the parking lot into the building, or in past the guards and all this stuff. You would have to have the kinetic energy to launch something that fast to keep it going in that air, because there's no air to keep it up. It would have smushed the airplane instantly, the kinetic energy to push it that far. I'm just going by science, physics, and that's how I looked at it. Well, I said, well, he gained all that speed by going down like this and then whooshing for a mile and a half. That's how it was done. Well, the problem with that theory is where he came down and then turned, the kinetic force to make him go that far from straight down would instantly crumble the plane right then and there. It wouldn't have flew. It would have disintegrated because of the kinetic energy. Because if you fly an airplane down to 5 feet and then try to turn, you're not turning. Oh yeah, they found out afterwards. They knew it was happening. That I don't know. It's full reverse or whatever. You're launching something going that far. It's not like a video game to where there's not physics and stuff, because you can't fly something that, and not to mention you're going through light poles, which is you're going hundreds of miles per hour, and it's clipping light poles, but the wings are still there. The wings were not found in the parking lot. The wings were not found in the field. There was reports that there was no airplane found, any aircraft found within the crash area.
Now, I do remember seeing this on TV one time. There was a reporter there at the Pentagon, and he asked, "Where is the plane at?"
Yeah.
And ever since then, you cannot find that video until this day. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm just saying they haven't found it.
Yeah. And this is why they call it a conspiracy theory, because there's so many theories upon it.
Everything is a conspiracy theory until it's not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the other thing, the fact that you go to the construction of both the Pentagon and the towers. Towers are way stronger than Pentagon was or is. I don't know if they changed it or not, but the fact is, the measurements don't add up. Where it went in, so allegedly went in, doesn't make sense, because you have like 30 feet on each side compared to where the hole was. Then you have the construction of both places. You have stone, you had drywall, you have glass windows, wood doors, all that stuff. Trade Center, you have steel beams, huge steel beams. That fell down like a little stick building. There was just a little bit of damage where the alleged plane went, which was still too small for the plane.
I don't know about that, Phil.
Well, I'm not saying that like on the Trade Center, because everybody's seen planes go in. I'm not one of those saying that, oh, it was CGI and stuff, but because CGI back then sucked. It did. It wasn't very good. And today you can watch those and you see them going in there. I'm not saying that planes didn't go in the Trade Center and stuff. And I'm not saying that a plane didn't go into there, but I'm not saying, I don't think it was the big plane that they said. I think there was something else involved in it, in the Pentagon. The trade centers, you could see the planes going in. And that's not the first time a plane has hit the trade centers. World Trade Center.
Now that I did not know.
Yeah, there was and it was just the little ones.
Oh, okay.
And
now I remember,
very little damage. Very little damage.
Now I remember years ago they had arrested a couple of people from overseas because they tried to blow it up with dynamite and did not succeed in the park.
Yeah, that happened before, and that was at the foundation of the building, and it there's a couple little spackles and some paint, and you were done.
Yeah,
it created more smoke than anything. I remember that, and I remember watching when this happened with the planes, because I was feeding my daughter for breakfast in the morning, and my wife was getting ready to watch her soap operas and all that stuff. And she had already had the TV on, and she said, there's been a boom at the World Trade Center. I said, again? She said, yeah. And I thought, it was the same as before. And then we started watching it, and all of a sudden seen a plane go in. I said, that was a plane.
Now, I was at work sitting in my dump truck when it first broke loose.
Yeah, that's what got me is the same planes, different damages, and different sizes of entry points. Because when you seen it go into the one look of one plane going in, because you could see from behind when it went in, you seen the wings go into the building on the Trade Center. Why didn't it do the same thing on the Pentagon? Only the small section, which would have been the fuselage or whatever they call it.
Enchilada.
Yeah. Yeah, that was barely anything. And that is at the foundation of a building. So I don't know. It's one of those things that, will probably be talked about
For years.
And I was expecting it to talk about it, but something happened the 10th of this month or September. So I didn't feel right talking about the other thing that happened.
Yeah. I'm just curious about one thing, Bushcraft.
What's that?
If you was born 10 years ago, how old would you be now?
10.
I had to do something to break the ice. Yeah, but I can't think of the name of the song.
What?
That song, Alan Jackson song.
Little Bitty?
No.
Chattahoochee?
No. Dang. When the World Trade Center.
Oh.
Where were you? That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you said, Bushcraft, like we talked about earlier. 2001, okay? I think that was the year the world really changed. You know, and it's just getting worse ever since.
Oh, yeah.
Each and every day.
Well, like we were talking about the Mandela thing, is 2000 was what they say the stepping point was. Now they're saying everything before that, things had changed.
Yeah.
But now it's happening again, where certain things are being found within the 2000 and towards now. More things are popping up that, wait a minute, that didn't happen, you know. And then it's spreading. Not saying it's, you know, it could be a false memory thing, but to me, false memory is one or two people, not millions of people.
True. Very true. I mean, how you gonna fool a million people plus?
Yeah.
You know,
Now, that's the thing. Like, when we talked about it before, I forget what it was, but me and you disagreed on something. And that's the whole concept of the Mandela effect. Some people see one thing, other people see the other. I forget what it was that I can't remember now what it was.
Oh, come on. Monopoly Man. I remember the Monopoly Man having a monocle.
Yeah.
They said he don't, or he did.
Yeah. They say the same thing about the peanut guy, but I never really paid attention to the peanut guy to notice if he did or didn't have a little eyeglass thingy. But I think that was kind of to throw you off from the other.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because I'm starting to wake up to see a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's another one right there.
They found a book on that
didn't make the Mandela thing.
right.
Luke, I am your father. He didn't say that. What was the other one? Well, here, let me bring it up again. Let me get to the list. Oh, Mandela's death. That's where the name came from. And this was 2013.
Now, wait a minute. Before you get started into this, okay? I do remember Mandela going to prison.
Yeah.
I remember that. And quite a few years later, I do remember they making a statement that he passed in prison. And a few years
Went
later,
through the room.
he got out of prison.
Yep.
So I'm sitting there saying, how's that when he did?
Well, you get out when you, well, some do. Some get buried there. But
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela, who this theory is named after, died in 2013. However, many people remember him dying in prison in 1980s.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Okay,
And
here's one for you. You know Scooby-Doo?
yeah,
Scooby-Doo. Okay, you know who Shaggy is?
yeah.
You remember his big Adam apple?
He didn't have one. I've never seen a cartoon with him having one.
Well, it says maybe he's inhaled a giant sandwich, so tons of others, but in reality, it's nowhere to be seen. So
That's the
millions
only
of people say they've seen him with Adam's apple.
that makes sense because every time he swallows food, he's got an Adam's apple. But normally he don't have one.
Mickey Mouse.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Oh, Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
Where's his suspenders?
A damn good question. I remember him having them.
Okay, you're part of the Mandela one that remembers him having suspenders on. He never had suspenders holding his pants up.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. Well, Wizard of Oz. When the Wicked Witch sends her flying monkeys after Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, how many people remember her shouting, "Fly, my pretties, fly"?
I do remember that.
Nope. She only said fly, fly, fly.
No.
I remember it. Fly, my pretties, fly.
Yeah. I mean, hell, we got movies from way back.
You're gonna go watch it now.
Yeah. If I can find the movie.
Captain Crunch or Captain versus Captain Crunch. Evidently, people remember it as Captain Crunch, not Cap in Crunch.
I've always remembered it Captain and Crunch.
I really didn't pay attention to it to know either one. So
all I know, that's some hard damn cereal.
I used to like the peanut butter Captain Crunch.
Yeah. Don't get
what color is Snoopy's tail?
Wait a minute. Snoopy.
Yeah.
Peanuts.
Yeah. You know, Charlie Brown, Snoopy.
What?
You think his tail's white?
Yeah.
It's actually white and black.
Black on the tip.
No. The tip is white. Okay, Tony the Tiger's nose. Tony the Tiger has a blue nose, not black. Many people remember the famous frosted mascot with a black nose.
Now,
but he has a blue nose.
I don't remember.
I never paid attention to him to
me either.
know either way.
Oh, you're going to have me going to look up Snoopy now.
Okay, here we go. Sinbad never played a genie. This is the one that really gets me, is because I remember watching it with his big old pants.
I do too.
Yep. And they say it's a mix up because Shaquille O'Neal played because I've watched that one too, but I've watched Sinbad play it first.
When
Called
it first,
Kazam,
when
not
it,
Kazam.
okay. I do
Shaquille
remember.
O'Neal did the Kazam. And that's the VCR
Okay.
that is coming up. It's called Shazam, and evidently there was never a Shazam.
Baloney. I almost bought that video. My youngins was at that age when it came out. And when they were showing advertisement on the TV, Sinbad was the genie in it.
Yeah, and CJ, there was never a Shazam. They say, and I remember watching it. I probably watched it 5-6 times at least. I did. Now you can't find it.
I'm gonna have to see if I can't buy it now.
Now here's one I haven't heard. Oops, I did it again.
Yeah.
Another Mandela effect has to do with Britney Spears' famous music video. Many can distinctly remember Britney wearing a microphone headset in the video. Go ahead.
That was the last thing I was looking at.
Her doll was even sold. The Barbie doll looking thing had one on her head with the same outfit and everything. However, now if you watch the video, she has no headset on.
Dude, I don't remember no headset. I wasn't looking at the headset.
I was going to say, you probably wasn't looking at her head.
I was looking at her dance moves. Let's put it like that.
Okay, Dixie must be right next to you.
No, she's in a couple of rooms away.
Okay.
She's got the
Jiffy peanut butter.
Okay.
You remember Jiffy peanut butter, don't you?
Yeah, we got some.
What? No, you don't. You have Jif. There's no such thing as Jiffy peanut butter.
Wait a minute. I got to unlock some doors in my mind here. I think Jif was the correct way, but everybody just said Jiffy.
Well, why did they say Jiffy? If it was never Jiffy,
because
it has to come from somewhere.
Because youngins was saying, I like Jiffy peanut butter. They couldn't say Jif.
Yeah. Well, what they're saying is because there was a Skippy peanut butter.
Okay, there was
Skippy peanut butter.
Okay, yeah.
And that's why everybody got Jiffy from. But I don't remember that way.
I don't.
Okay, Looney Tunes.
Oh, hell. Foghorn Leghorn.
Well, it's Looney Tunes or Looney Tunes.
With O, double O.
What is it? TOONS or is it TUNES?
I always thought it was TO.
It's never been that. It's always been Tunes. TUNES. I don't know because I really didn't pay attention to it that much.
I didn't know that when I heard cartoons coming on, I heard it got out of the bathroom.
Now, Curious George,
Okay.
did he have a tail or not?
Yeah, because there was some pictures to where he was hanging by his tail in a couple of the pictures.
He's never had a tail.
No, because I remember him hanging.
Yeah, I remember a book I read one time when I could have swore he was hanging from a tree,
Thank you.
but I don't know. This I have no idea because I couldn't stand the show, and I'll probably get hate for it. But Sex in the City.
I'm shutting up on this one. I may or may have not watched a couple of episodes.
Well, you never watched Sex in the City because it was never a thing. It was Sex and the City.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never watched either one of them, so I don't know. So, did anybody watch the show Sex and the City or Sex in the City? Well, nobody's watched it anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter.
You know it ain't no man you say they watched it. See, Wolf said no.
Neither. Okay, now we're getting into some of the newer stuff. Well, some of them have already been the newer stuff, but Febreze. I didn't know. I didn't really pay attention to it. I've got a bottle of Febreze out there somewhere, but evidently there's a difference in the spelling, and everybody thinks it was spelt Febreze with two E's, but actually it's spelled Febeze.
Yeah, it had a Z in it.
Well, they both have Z's in it, but like breeze, but it's not spelled as breeze. It's only with one E.
To back it up, B. Charman spelled it.
Yeah. But that's not how it's spelled. It's actually Fbreze, not two E's.
I'm sorry. That's not my bag.
Yeah.
Because every time I washed clothes, I wasn't doing it right, so I gave up.
Well, that's not for that anyway. It's supposed to be covering up smells. It doesn't work though, because then you get the stink of the Febreze instead of the stink.
Dixie told me that the dirt was still on it. I got, well, I mean, come on.
Oscar Mayer. How do you spell the Meyer part?
Mayer.
Well, everybody remembers it Meyer, but
No.
it's actually Mayer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really didn't pay attention to it. I just ate the bologna and didn't read it.
No, now they made hot dogs too. That's the one I remember. The hot dogs would be
Skechers.
the shoe.
Yeah. How do you spell Skechers?
Yeah, you got me on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody says it was spelt with a T, but it doesn't have a T in it.
I've never seen it with a T.
I don't know. That's again something I don't. Same thing with Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
It's FROOT, not Fruit Loops.
Right.
I don't know. I really don't pay. I'd see the dude on the picture and I pour it in a bowl.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to how it's spelled or anything.
Wait a minute. Wait, that Toucan Sam Fruit Loops?
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't care what color you ate, it tastes the same.
Yeah, that's because that's just like Lifesavers. They're all the same flavor. Monopoly Man. Everybody remembers a monocle in his eye when he's running with his hat and got his money in his. He has a monocle. Nope.
Yeah.
He never had a monocle.
Yeah, he did. I don't care what they say. He had a monocle.
Now, this for those who were into Pikachu in Pokemon.
Yes.
What color was Pikachu's tail?
Yellow and black.
Wrong.
Baloney.
Yellow. It's never had a black point to it. Even though his ears are black, and he's got the black eyes and everything, he doesn't. His tail has always been yellow.
Be charming. I have a closet full of Skechers. Thought it had a T in it. In a way.
See? These things will get you wondering. Kit Kats. How do you spell Kit Kats?
Kitk. Wait a minute. Let me get the wrapper.
No cheating.
I know it's a K and a K. K-A-T.
Yeah. But
yeah.
They're everybody remembers the hyphen in between kit and cat.
Okay.
The dash. It's spelled Kitkat, but everybody remembers the dot or the dash in there.
Seeing as how you just mentioned it, I swear it seems like I remember that, but I'm sitting here looking at the wrapper. It don't have it.
Yep.
Now I love Kit Kats.
It doesn't have a T in it though.
Oh, whoa! What don't have a T in it?
Skechers.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Kit Kat there for a minute.
The Fruit of the Loom.
And yes,
cornucopia.
It did have one. It don't no more because for a long time they changed the logo on it, and when they changed the logo, they took the cornucopia out of it.
It's never had a cornucopia.
It has to.
That's what it says. Never had one.
I don't care.
Yeah, I remember them old commercials.
Yeah,
where the guys were all dressed up with the fruit and stuff.
Yeah,
I remember that big thing in the background.
Yeah, that's what they came out of.
Exactly, but it's never they've never had that before. That is so weird. Cheez-Its.
What?
Cheez-Its, the little cheesy cracker?
Yeah. They give you a plastic blade with to scrape out the cheese to put on the cracker.
No, it's the box of Cheez-Its.
Oh.
It's just crackers, not the little spray thingy.
Oh, okay.
It's just crackers. How is that spelled?
Man, I didn't pass the third grade.
Cheese. It's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I-T or I-T-S?
Everybody remembers it. Cheese, and then ITZ, ITZ.
Oh yeah.
But there's never been a Z at the end of Cheez-Its.
Oh yeah. Ed McMahon was on Publishers Clearinghouse. I don't care what they say. Wait a minute. Somewhere on a VHS tape outside, Mama recorded that commercial by accident, and he was on it. So you cannot tell me he wasn't in it. I know for a fact he was.
Okay. Who eats Oreos? I don't. Who
My
eats
wife.
Oreos?
My wife with a glass of milk. Oreos is a milk's best friend. Didn't you know that?
Okay. Have you ever had the double stuff?
Yeah, when they first come out, and I didn't like it.
Okay. How's stuff spelt?
Man, come on. STUFL.
Wrong. It's never been spelt that way. It's
Okay.
STUF. I don't eat Oreos, so I don't know.
Come on,
They're-
somebody back me up. Yeah, stuff. STUFL. Capital letters, it says.
No,
I
double
see
stuff
what
is STUF. They took the F off of it. Now, why would they do that? Why would they take the F off of it? I don't know.
It was costing them per letter to advertise. Oh. But to be truthful about it, I never paid no attention to it. Not really.
Okay, Star Wars.
Here we go.
You know, C3PO, and I'm talking Star Wars, the original, not the digital one. He had a discolored right leg.
Yeah.
Or did he have two of the same color legs? The original.
Different color.
Well, see, that's where the thing varies. Now, the redone one, he has two different color legs. The original, because I actually have the VHS of it, and he has the same color legs.
Okay.
And yeah, evidently everybody remembers him as the same legs, but evidently he has two colored legs. I've rewatched it, the digital mastered or whatever they call it, and he has two different colored legs now.
So the original, he's got the same color.
Yeah. And
Okay.
that's what everybody remembers him as. And now that they Mandela affected it, now this gets you wondering if there is such a thing as a Mandela effect. Why? Why these things? What is the purpose of making people think that one C3PO has two different color legs and the other one doesn't?
Because we are changing our dimension. We're crossing over. We zigzagging across. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but what's the purpose of it? That's a whole other Mandela effect. Flintstones.
Uh-oh. Don't mess with my Flintstones.
Yep.
All right.
Is it Flintstones or is it Flintstones?
F STONE.
No, Flynn, or is it Flintstone? Like Flint, or is it Flintstone?
It was all one word.
Yeah, I know, but it's
Stone.
not the stones that are different. It's
It's
the
not-
Flint or a Flynn.
Flynn. No, wait a minute.
Flintstones? You see?
Flint.
Okay.
Flint.
Bill R's
Flint.
got Flintstone.
Yeah, that's it.
B.
FLI.
Army's got Flintstones.
Flint.
Yeah, Flintstones.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people think that it's Flintstones.
I hate this. I truly.
And Darth Vader, we've all heard this one. Luke, I am your father. He never said that.
Where's it at? I know God over here.
Yeah, like Clinton's.
It ain't there. I'm gonna mute myself here for a second.
Okay, Cinderella's Castle. Contrary to popular belief, there is only one Cinderella Castle, and it's in Walt Disney World in Florida. The blue and pink castle in California, Disneyland, is Sleeping Beauties. I've been to Disneyland, and this was in the 80s and 90s, and it
It's
was
saying
Cinderella's
Flint.
Castle.
It's saying Flintstone. FLINT.
Yeah, you're a little behind there, Jeff.
How am I a little bit behind here?
We already went through Star Wars, and now we're on.
You know
Cinderella
that, but I just now looked it up. Flint, yeah, FLINT. Stones with an
Yeah.
S.
Yeah, that's what it says now, but everybody remembers it as Flintstones.
That's the way I've always remembered it.
Yeah.
Okay, get on with it.
You remember Jaws?
Yeah.
You remember when he seen the shark coming up on him? When he says, they never said that.
Oh, bullshit, you loaning. He did say that because I was sitting in the third row when he said it.
Nope.
I think we're going to need a bigger boat.
Huh?
He says, I think we're going to need a bigger boat.
No. Well, everybody remembers we're going to need a bigger boat. But he said, evidently what he said is, you're going to need a bigger boat. I don't remember. I remember we're going to need a bigger boat.
Yeah. That's the only one I remember. We're going to need a bigger boat.
Yeah. And here's the Ed McMahon. He has never been on Publisher Clearinghouse.
If I could find the tape, I could prove them wrong on that one.
I could have swore at one point it was called Ed McMahon's Publisher Clearinghouse.
It was.
Why would they name it after him? He was never there.
Don't know.
I don't know.
because he was also the spokesperson for it. Think about it. Don't no. Yeah.
Okay. Forrest Gump.
Uh-oh. Run, Forrest, run.
When he's holding up, Mama said the chocolates. What did he say?
God, I can hear it in my head, but I can't get it out of my
Life
back.
is like a box of chocolates.
Yep.
Okay.
You know what you're going to get.
Nope. According to this, and I didn't know this was one, but it says life was like a box of chocolates. I don't remember was being in that conversation. I always remember it. Life is like a box of chocolates.
Dixie's got the movie.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is Mandela effect changes the stuff.
And look, are you gonna have to make me go through that movie just to find that saying?
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Right.
I always remember that. According to this, now if you watch it, it'll say life was like a box of chocolates.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
See, Grace has put it on there. Life is like, be charming. Now, after everybody gets off of here, everybody's going to go watch movies.
Look, I know I'm beating a dead horse, but I do not remember him saying life was. I remember him saying life is.
I know there's memes. This life is like a box of chocolates. Not was, is. Well, why would you say life was?
That's in the past tense.
Yeah, you got the chocolate right there. Life is like, not was.
You're going to have to make, I hate this.
Okay. Lord of the Rings. Here it is. And at the very end, when he's hanging off the ledge and that thing's got him wrapped around his tail or whatever it is, a whip or something. And Gandalf is about to fall in there and he's holding on and all these arrows are flying over. And he says, "Run, you fools."
He never said that.
He never said that.
I do not
Evidently, he says, "Fly, you fools." Why none of them know how to fly? Why would he say, "Fly, you fools"? It's always been, "Run, you fools." That's the one that gets me because this is. I mean, it's an older show or older movie now, but yeah. And then there's the Snow White one. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? No, it's magic mirror on the wall.
I can't really argue about that.
I can't. I always remember it. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
That's how I was raised up.
Yeah.
We'll say mirror, mirror on the wall, not magic mirror on the wall. I never heard that. Oh God, what was the name of that movie? They outlawed. It was a Walt Disney movie that they banned because they said it was racism. And quite a few years I pulled it up. Me and Dixie watched it. And
Sure. Yeah. Are we in the Twilight Zone?
I think we are.
Yeah. Now, the conversations about why there's a Mandela effect is way beyond, thinking of which one's right or which one's wrong.
No, I didn't, but I am now. I've got to take medicine. I'm an iron load.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it here anyway.
Oh, sure. Leave me a sleepless night tonight.
There's tons of these that you go through.
Oh, I know.
Like you said, beam me up, Scotty.
I've sat there and tried to explain the Mandela effect to Dixie, and it's like, yeah, no, she don't understand.
How many times have you heard Kurt? And I've watched the show a lot.
Beam me up,
Scotty.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't say that. He says,
didn't.
beam us up.
Well, what happened when he was on them planets by himself? I don't remember him saying beam us up. I remember him saying beam me up.
Yeah. Beam me up, Scotty.
If it ain't no us, then why does he say it?
Yeah.
Now, seriously,
I always remember that. Beam me up, Scotty.
Yeah.
There you go. He never said that. It's never been in any of the scripts that he said, beam me up, Scotty.
Parallel universe. Yeah, exactly. But now, if there's a bunch of them together, I can understand him saying that. But when he's by himself, I remember him saying, beam me up. Me, not us.
Yeah. Okay, here's another one. Wizard of Oz. Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Never happened. Toto, I've got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
And now that's very well possible. That's very well possible.
I don't
get movie out now.
I always remember, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Toto, I've got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. I don't remember no feeling. It's just, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Toto, I don't think we in Kansas anymore. Damn. Break out the Wizard of Oz, too.
Okay, here's another one. Tom Cruise's breakout movie, I would say, probably, with him. And there's multiple Mandela effects on this one. Risky Business. No. And he slides out in his underwear and his shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. He has white socks on. And what color shirt?
White.
Wrong. He has a pink shirt on.
Well, you watching it on black and white, it could be mistaken for white.
Well, no, that's what I remember, the white shirt. Next thing is, was he wearing his sunglasses? You know the look. It's on the cover of the VCR tape.
But
he
when
has sunglasses on.
When he slides across the floor, he turns around with, it ain't a microphone, but it's a pretend microphone.
Yeah.
And he's got glasses on.
And never had glasses on. Even though the movie poster has him with the sunglasses on from that same pose. But in the movie, he never had sunglasses on.
God, I wish I had that movie.
And see, these are the things that we all watched in the movies and in the VCRs and stuff.
Well, now,
But-
when you watch a movie, do you really watch the movie? Or you-
Okay. Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, shit.
Hello,
know-
Clarice. You remember that part?
That's
When-
where they meet up for the first time, and there's
Yeah.
bars separating them.
Well, a plastic thing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And he says, hello, Clarice. The famous saying. He didn't say
remember-
that. He didn't say
know.
that. He said,
Yeah.
good morning. I remember hello, Clarice.
It's been so long, I couldn't tell you what it was.
That's the most famous thing. It's hello, Clarice.
Yeah.
But no, it's never happened. According to, history now, it's good morning. I never thought him saying good morning to her. It was always hello, Clarice.
Well, if I remember correctly, when they first met, it was at lunchtime.
Well, when she walked across there, something happened to her by one of the other guys, if you remember, threw something at her.
But I'm gonna have to go back and watch that movie all
Yeah.
over again because I don't remember half of it. And that's the only part I remember. And the war he pulled the hammer back on the gun.
You remember Ricky Ricardo?
Yeah, Lucy's husband.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lucy, you have some planning to do. You know how he'd say it?
yeah.
Never said it.
Bullshit, Maloney.
Yeah. It's Lucy. Explain that.
No,
I
Dude,
never heard that. I
I've
always
got-
loved him saying, Lucy, you have some splaining to do.
I've got an I Love Lucy fan who's sitting in the next room in there. And trust me, when
Yeah.
she watches it, I watch it. Okay.
Yeah. That's what got me. And I'm like, what are you talking? He never said that?
Yes, he did.
Yep.
He didn't say the other one.
That famous catchphrase on I Love Lucy was actually never said.
The famous catchphrase from I Love Lucy is Lucy, I'm home. And don't tell me he didn't say that.
I don't know.
I'll prove you wrong on that.
Well, this one, I don't know.
I gotta take a shot. I'll be
Number
back.
of states is 50. Yeah. A lot of people recall learning that there were 51 or 52 states.
It's 50.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Unless you include Puerto Rico.
Well, I don't know what they think, but. And here's another old one, Casablanca.
Casablanca with
Play it again, Sam.
yeah.
Never said it.
Yes, he did.
Well, what he said, according to this, play it once, Sam, for
Yeah.
old time's sake. Where did this come from? I always remember play it again, Sam.
Yeah.
I don't remember this. Play it once, Sam, for old time's sake. No.
let it get its sound.
Okay, you know the old commercials where the Smokey Bear was preventing forest fires with the shovel.
Now, wait a minute. I'm talking about my pet now, Smokey Bear.
There's no such thing as Smokey Bear.
Smokey the Bear.
Yeah, it's Smokey the Bear.
Right.
But I remember way back during those commercials and stuff, it was Smokey Bear.
I don't ever remember that.
I remember them changing it to Smokey the Bear.
Only you can prevent forest fires. They don't say that no more.
Okay, and everybody remembers in 1989 in China, Tiananmen Square, there's a guy that ran out in front of some tanks. What happened to the guy?
I didn't hear a thing you said. The camera would go. Okay. I didn't hear a thing you said. The scanner was going.
Oh, okay. You remember 1989 in China, the Tiananmen Square?
Yeah, where the guy got ran over by a tank.
Oh, no, evidently not.
I was sitting there watching it when it happened.
That's what he's never harmed. Tank Man was never ran over and killed.
I didn't say he was killed.
Well,
No, because there's a space. If you lay it flat on your back, you can go from front to back up underneath it. I think that's what happened. The tank did run over him, but it didn't kill him.
he was never ran over. Evidently, he stopped it, and the guys ran out and arrested him.
Now, wait a minute. Hold on. 'Cause now that you mention it, I vaguely remember something about that.
Well, see, that's the thing. Some people remember him being ran over. Others remember him being arrested and taken away.
Now, I thought he got ran over, and then after the tank passed, they arrested.
According to our history now, is the tank stopped and they ran out and arrested him.
Okay, I can't argue with you on that because even my mind is playing tricks on me with that one. Because it seems like I can remember it both ways.
Neil Armstrong.
Oh shit. Okay.
Where is he living at right now?
Really? Right now? Ain't he dead?
Huh? What is he?
I thought he was. Now, which one is it they buried in space? They shot him up into space.
Oh, I don't know. But oddly enough, there are people who believe he's still alive, and there's people say he died. Well, it's kind of hard to say he's still alive now, but when did he die?
Yeah, come on now. I do not know, but I was thinking that he did die.
Yeah, he died in August 2012.
Okay, Prepper. That may have been the one I'm thinking about. Scotty from Star Trek is in space.
Okay, this one get me here. Jonah Jett and the Blackhearts.
I love rock and roll.
I saw him standing there by the record machine. I love rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby.
Eh. What it
Oh.
really says is, I saw him dancing there by the record machine. Put another dime in the jukebox and give it a try. That's what the song says now, evidently. I played this not too long ago, and I saw him standing there next to the record machine. There was no dancing, and there was not give it a try.
Dude, look, when that song come in on the radio, before me and Dixie got married, we'd be going down the road, crank that bad boy up. And that's what I remember. Saw him standing there by the record machine.
Yeah, standing, not dancing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
When did that song come out? It had to be
Okay.
70.
Now, we've talked about this before, the Space Shuttle Challenger explosion.
Right.
When did that take place?
Oh, my God. Are you talking year?
Year's just good. Now, we've talked about this before, so it should be.
It was in the 80s.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what year it was.
Well, it happened January 28th, 1986. Everybody remembers it in 84.
No, it wasn't 84. Because that means oh, wait a minute. No. I'll go 86.
Yeah, it's odd because I remember being in school watching it, and I wasn't in school in 86. I'm not saying that's true because I don't remember much of the 80s. So
I was getting ready for work. I just got out of the shower and the rocket had took off and I watched it. So that means 86. That was right before my baby girl was born.
well, it's not when, it's when you remember, because it's a memory thing. It's not, because you can track down exact dates, but it's when you remember things, like on the movies. You remember that, but you don't know exactly when the date of that.
Right. I see what you're saying.
And Mickey Mouse. Does Mickey Mouse have a tail or not?
That's a good question. Are you talking costume or are you talking cartoon?
The cartoon.
I don't remember him having a tail.
He has a tail now.
Wonders never cease, do they?
Yep. He still doesn't have suspenders either. Okay, remember Field of Dreams?
Yeah, where they play baseball.
If you build it,
they will come.
Never said it.
Got the movie. Damn, that's 3 movies I'm gonna have to watch now.
If you build it, he will come. That's what it says now. If you build it, they will come. I remember that.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah. Evidently, they turned into he, which I know who the he is.
Yeah.
If you watched the movie.
And the funny thing about it is, it was filmed right up the road from me.
Okay. I closed it so I didn't get into it no more. So we're going to keep on going all night.
Darn bulls. Steamboat Willie, if I remember correctly, was the first Mickey Mouse cartoon.
Yeah. That was the mouse.
Yeah. He had a tail in that one.
TH2 was hiding in that cornfield. If you build it, TH2 will come. Oh, that sounds bad.
Hate saying that one.
And he had a tail. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it. Thanks, everybody, for being here. And hopefully everybody has a good rest of the week and should see you Friday. We'll see.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Now, Friday's Halloween. Friday's Goblin Day.
No.
Yeah. Halloween.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Maybe we'll say ghost stories.
Hey, you know what? That would be a good one for Friday.
Haunted.
I won't be up.
Haunted Friday.
I may be busy with neighborhood goblins.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah. So hopefully, after we get off here, everybody's going to go watch movies.
Not tonight. I'll watch it tomorrow.
Anyways, you guys have a good night, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Out.